There can be multitudes of emotions felt when investing. Whether it's the euphoria of your stock rising to the top, the feeling that you're a genius when it does peak. However, on the flip side, a stock can also plummet, and this can have severe effects on your mental health. Hi, my name is Neil Bruce. I'm an accounting and finance graduate. And in my course, we looked at a little thing called behavioural finance. And in it, I discovered the importance of emotions and the subsequent effects they have on someone's investing habits. So in this video, I'm going to run through the main emotions felt during investing, followed by the mistakes that can commonly be made because of these emotions, and finally how to combat the effects of these emotions so that you can stay as objective as possible when investing to maximize your profits. So without further ado, let's get into it. So first off, we should probably discern what an emotion is. We obviously feel loads of them every single day, but sometimes they can be confused with things like moods. So an emotion is essentially a very intense feeling for a short period of time, whereas a mood can be something that is felt for a longer period of time. And obviously, as we feel many emotions throughout every single day, we feel many emotions regarding investing. The most common of which are hope, fear, greed, and sadness. And psychologists often interlink hope and fear as being opposites of the spectrum. The thing that interlinks them so heavily is the fact that no matter what these emotions are feeling, it always puts the destiny in the hands of others. So you can hope for your stock to go up, but it will be nothing to do with you. You can fear that your stock will go down, and it will be nothing to do with you. Fear is probably the most common investing emotion to feel, because there are just so many different situations that it can be felt in. As I just mentioned, when your stock could be going down, you fear that it could go down. But the most common one today, I feel, is the fear of missing out. So many people see a stock that could potentially go up, they kind of see the hype building on social media, and they fear that they might miss out on the potential massive gains that they could get. However, this can lead to an emotional shortcut, essentially where your brain uses an emotion to make a decision rather than making it based on your fundamentals and research that you've done on a stock. So if you invest because of your fear of missing out, then this could potentially be very damaging, as you potentially don't truly believe in what you're investing in, or you could be investing at the wrong time. There are a multitude of errors that can happen here. The fear of missing out can also be seen when it comes to the herd mentality of meme stocks. So many people who invest in Dogecoin, for example, simply invest because so many other people are. And the newest kid on the block, AMC, has seen such a drastic rise when it came to the forefront of things like Twitter and Reddit. Also, if you're fearing your stock going down in price, then you might sell off, which could again be an emotional shortcut and an error, because this stock could go up, but because you think it could go down, you want to sell off and take your profits. Hope, as I've mentioned, is essentially the opposite of this. You can hope that your stock will go up in price, but again, this could be an error because it might end up going down in price. Interestingly, another emotion that is seen as the opposite of fear is greed. However, greed is more expected by someone who is more ambitious and status-seeking than someone who is just hopeful. And greed can really be heightened by someone's fear and hope. And obviously, greed can be seen very clearly in investing. When a stock hits a peak and it's very obvious to many people that it's going to go down, someone might hold on for the greed, for the chance that it could go up more. And the fourth emotion that I'm going to mention here is sadness. And obviously, sadness can most clearly be seen when someone is making a loss. Sadness can deter someone from investing altogether. If they've made catastrophic losses in the past, they are incredibly unlikely to dive back into the investment space. Sadness prods us to stop and contemplate different actions when it comes to investing, like potentially stopping you from making choices that will stem losses. And of course, as I mentioned, there are so many more emotions that can affect investing. However, if I was to run through all of them, then we might be here for a very long time. Another element of your mind that really changes how you invest is your cognition. For example, if a stock that you have makes you money and you sell it off, then you're likely to buy that stock again because it's made you money in the past, so that would make sense. However, this can cause us to blindly neglect other opportunities that could be more profitable. Another example could be investing in a product that you like rather than a product that could be more profitable. Again, there is margin for error here because we're investing in something that we like the look of or we believe in, like environmentally friendly practice. However, someone without a soul might invest in something that isn't environmentally friendly and therefore make loads more money. Another interesting part of cognition that changes the way that we invest is the fact that the stage of your life that you're at can change how risky your investments are. For example, a younger person would be more likely to make more risky investments. This is because they have loads more time to make it back. For example, if you make a massive loss at 20, you have the rest of your life to get it back. However, if you make a massive loss at 60, then there's far less chance that you're going to ever get that money back. Often investment firms will hire someone who has a wife and kids to manage their more safe investment portfolios, because these people are more likely to be more safe for the future. Thinking about the future of their wife and kids will make them think about the future of their investments, therefore making these people a safer bet for making more safe judgment calls. So how do we combat the effects of emotions and cognition on our investments to make sure that we're still maximizing our profits? Well, of course, we know that investing based on fear and greed can be incredibly dangerous and is one of the reasons why people are buying at the market tops and selling at the market bottoms. So the two main ways to help combat this are diversification and dollar cost averaging. So diversification, you've probably heard of it before if you're interested in investing. Essentially, this means just don't put all of your eggs in one basket. If you have £1,000 to invest, don't put that £1,000 in one thing, because if you do put all of your money in one single stock and it goes down, then you have essentially lost everything. Whereas if you split this up between many different options, then if one of them goes up and one of them goes down, then it's not such a big pain. This can help with your emotions. For example, if you put everything in something, then that is far more fear for you to feel. Whereas if you've put it in loads of different things, then there's not such a massive chance that everything could go wrong. A lot of the richest people in the world swear by having 5 different investment sources, whether this be stocks, indexes, cryptocurrency, real estate, or antiques even. There are so many different ways to diversify your portfolios. And I know that this is very difficult to visualize when you're someone like me who's just out of university and you've not got a lot of money. To split it up 5 ways can be incredibly difficult to do. But it's just something to definitely keep in mind for the future when you do have a larger portfolio, to make sure that you are staying diversified. And the other option is dollar cost averaging. This essentially can nullify the hope and fear effects. Essentially, dollar cost averaging is an investment strategy where someone divides up the total amount that they want to invest in something. They then invest over a period of time rather than just investing a lump sum at once. And this can essentially nullify the volatility of the market. So I think it's fair to say that emotions have massive effects on investing habits. And I think it's a really good idea to stay knowledgeable of this so that you can stop yourself from feeling like this when you do have stocks that are potentially going to go up or down. This can stop you from making rash decisions like selling off your stocks before they skyrocket or not selling them off before they plummet. And I hope this information really helps you out. If it did, make sure to slap a like on the video, subscribe to the channel whilst you're down there, and I'd love to hear any thoughts or feelings you had on the video in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.